3 Michigan kids were found in deplorable living conditions after police say their mother abandoned them years ago. The woman, who was not publicly identified by the sheriff's office because she shares the same name as one of her children, was arrested last Friday. Everybody is upset about it. Emma Gross, a resident of Pontiac, said, oh my God, this is right in our neighborhood. How could something like this happen? Gross live several streets over from the home where the kids were found. Deputies with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office say the house was covered in piles of trash as high as 4 feet in some rooms. There was even mold and human feces throughout the house. That's pretty heartbreaking that the kids would have to live under those conditions, Gross added. Sheriff Michael Bouchard said a 15-year-old boy and his 2 sisters, ages 12 and 13, had not been outside of the home in years. They were surviving on weekly drop-offs of prepared food. The boy told deputies that his mother abandoned them back in either 2020 or 2021. Deputies were recently called to the home because the landlord asked for them to do a welfare check. The landlord said he hadn't seen her for some time, and as our detectives mentioned, haven't paid her rent going back to October, Bouchard described. The woman was arrested on Friday, and Bouchard says she had been living somewhere else in Pontiac. The kids had not been in school since they were abandoned. That's going to be a very long process to figure this all out, not just how they are both mentally and physically, but how did this ever happen to have these kids fall through the cracks on so many levels with relatives, the community, and the schools, Bouchard said. The sheriff said he has never seen anything like this. I've seen child neglect and other situations where they're living in a bad place, but not to this level and not for this extended duration, Bouchard added. A Pontiac, Michigan mother was sentenced Tuesday to as many as 20 years in prison after a judge sharply criticized her behavior and rejected arguments that outside failures, not intent, led to the neglect of her 3 children. Earlier this year, Terry-Omis Johnson entered a no-contest plea to 3 counts of second-degree child abuse. On Tuesday, Judge Yasmin Pohl said Johnson's decisions, not her circumstances, put her children in danger. I think that you are a selfish liar, Pohl told Johnson during sentencing. Johnson's attorney argued the neglect was not intentional and instead pointed to what the defense described as multiple system failures. Those included Johnson's mental health struggles, lack of child support, and ongoing issues with government-subsidized housing. The defense suggested intervention from outside agencies could have prevented the situation from escalating,